What I remember about Gabe is that he always had a smile on his face, and he would never let that smile go off his face.
We both played football, though not for the same team. So I had fun playing football with him.
Met Gabe through his cousins Sania and Desara, and I met them at my after school, and one time they picked them up, and it was just funny how he comes in with laughter and stuff. He would always make me and my friends laugh and stuff like that.
One of my stories that I gave was he was walking down the hall without the recycling bin because he had his little greenish, yellowish vest on, and I thought he was safety patrol, and I was running down the hall, and he was like, "Boy, quit that running." And the one thing about it was, all of the safety patrols are like, "Stop, slow down." But he actually said it in a funnier way that made me laugh.
He always stood up for other children because he thought it was the right thing to do. And then he would never want anyone to bully anyone because he really didn't like that.
I have a funny story about Gabe. I taught all of the Jacobs children. I taught the oldest brother who was a senior in high school, and he was in my 5th grade musical when we did Annie. His brother was my dog catcher, and Frankie did an awesome job. Well, Gabe wanted to be the dog catcher as well, but when we auditioned, Gabe did not show up for the audition. But after he was on the chorus, he would let me know when he was in the hallway that he knew his brother's part. We could be anywhere in the hall. Gabe would say, "You seen any stray dogs around here?" Miss Williams, you hear me? "You seen any stray dogs around here?" I said, "Gabe, awesome, but you didn't audition."
My story about Gabe is that in kindergarten, Gabe was always a standout student, and I say that not just because he stood head and shoulders above everyone else and was eye to eye with me in kindergarten, but because he was one of the friendliest students that I've ever met. He befriended a student in our class that had some special needs, and this little boy would run around most of the time unless he was sitting right by my lap. He had a difficult time with his speech, and he was hard to understand. And Gabe made it a point to be his friend and his helper most of the time. And we saw that a lot, not just with students with special needs, but with everybody. He really did stand out in kindergarten. And it's nice to see that that kindness that he had in kindergarten stayed with him, and it growed and developed over the years and was continuing.
Gabe is my sunshine on a cloudy day. Too often we underestimate the power of a smile, the power of a kind word, or the power of a really honest compliment. And those things can actually make a person's day or brighten up their day or even change a child's life or someone's life. And after he said his compliment or the flattery, he would say, "Good morning, Miss Collins," real big and bold and proud. He knew how to greet you when he entered the room.
I remember Gabriel as being a ray of sunshine, a lot of fun. And one of the things that comes to mind is his love for snack time. The first thing that we always do before we start our homework and tutoring is we have snack. And Gabe would come in, and he knew very well that I could not take him to the teacher's lounge, but he asked every day, "Well, you think we can sneak in there? Maybe Miss DeMarco or at that time, one of our technology teachers would always catch him. I don't think she's here today, Miss Diggs." So I say, "Okay, I'm gonna do this one time." So then he'd pull out his wallet and he'd have like $10. And I'm like, you are not spending $10 at the vending machine. But he wanted to share the $10 with all the kids in the group because he knew that they didn't have money.
I remember Gabriel as a very loving, smiling, just a happy young man. The Bible verse, Matthew 5:16, comes to mind. I was raised in the Lutheran Church, and during baptisms or new member services, they would give a candle to the parent, and they would always say, let your light so shine before others that that men may see your good works and that they glorify your Father in heaven. And I firmly believe that Gabriel did that every day. He let his light shine wherever he went.
As principal here at Mallard Creek, we decided to have the Red Day for Gabriel to just memorialize him and all that he stood for. When we heard about the family creating the Gabe's Heart Foundation, it was just a perfect opportunity for us to honor him in this way.
As Gabe's mom, I personally want to thank the Mallard Creek Elementary School and as well as the principal, Mrs. Lowe. On behalf of the entire Jacobs family, we greatly appreciate the fact that you all would take this opportunity to honor our son in his memory. The theme of Gabe's Heart Foundation is Just Keep Beating. And the reason that we chose that theme is because we want Gabe's heart to keep beating in the hearts of other children and adults that are just like him, those that will go out of their way to help people and give of themselves selflessly. Gabriel had an impact on every single person that he met, no matter whether he knew them or not. He loved everyone, and he personally went out of his way to make sure that everyone felt special. And remember that Gabe's heart will keep beating through the hearts of other children that are just like him.